This is day 3. I walked down from Middle Rae Lake to here to Arrowhead Lake. The wildlife is intense. It's super fun. There are marmots, chipmunks, birds everywhere. They are way more over here than in the trail areas off on the other side. So it's now 10:48. So I'm gonna hang out here, spend the night. I don't know, maybe tomorrow I finish the last 19 miles back to the car, or I stop at Upper Paradise Valley. Don't know, feeling good, but I think I'm gonna just hang out here. I've got a nice spot for sitting in the shade, and a nice view. This is gonna be, here's my shade seat area. Probably take some awesome pictures for sunset. Thought I'd also mention I had to cross a river, creek, I don't know, the outlet to this lake to get over here. The only way across was getting wet. So I don't mind that at all, but to get out of here in the morning, I'm gonna have to get wet. Maybe it's not a surprise. I start getting antsy after a couple hours. So I'm gonna cross back over the river. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm gonna head on farther on the trail. Well, I got 1 foot wet crossing over here, and then I saw this spot over here, which I'm pretty sure would have been super easy to do dry. Oh well, got one left wet foot. Too bad I didn't know at the time that I was actually on the right side of the creek. I had to cross back over. It's down here. Oh, wet foot for nothing. This is currently John Muir Trail, up until that point over there where the valleys intersect, and that's the Woods Creek Junction, which is where I turn left to finish Rae Lakes Loop, and John Muir Trail continues on right. This is part of an area that I've already been, but I forgot. It's super pretty. So that was the suspension bridge at Woods Creek, and I got off the John Muir Trail, so probably won't see a ton of more people right now. I'm hoping. This is still a pretty cool valley. Thinking I'll do another 5.5 miles down to Upper Paradise. So, should be nice. I wonder what happened to all these trees. Those fell down. Anybody want to count those rings? Came on down here, saw this fire ring. We're well below 10,000 feet, so fires are allowed. And what's toasted? Got this going. As you can see around here, there's been a lot of fires, so there's a lot of dead wood. I'm gonna watch this like a hawk. Got my food going. About 11 miles till road's end tomorrow, so. Good morning. It is day 4 and I have 11.6 miles to go to the end. Camped last night in a cool little spot down by the river. It was dispersed camping, but somebody had put up a fire ring, as you saw. It was pretty nice. Thinking about lessons for myself, especially for the next time I do this. First thing that keeps coming to my mind is lip balm is a critical item. I lost mine. I think it fell out of my ditty bag on the trail about 2 days ago, and oh my god, I can barely open my mouth at this point. So make sure you hold on to your lip balm and maybe keep an extra. Don't have your Garmin watch record your sleep, because it always takes me a few days to get used to sleeping outside, and I'm definitely not used to it after just 3 nights here. So it was pretty poor sleep. I know it. I don't need my Garmin to rub my face in it. It makes me feel like I'm less ready for the day. On the plus side, it finally told me that my suggested routine for the day was rest, which it's always saying to do some crazy ass run that I could never do even if I was fully rested. I was thinking maybe I'd do a post-hike shakedown, but now's as good a time as any. Big weight and most fun on this trip was bringing this camera. I think I probably got some phenomenal pictures and decided I'd do this video also, because why not? It'd be fun to have. I was gonna sell this pack. It's an Unattack Barriers that I got a couple years ago after the John Muir Trail hike, because the pack I was using was not good with a bear can. So grabbed this. Took about 6 month lead time, I remember. I never really used it for this purpose, but it is phenomenal. I would highly recommend it. I was even about to sell it because I was like, I'm not going to be going back out using a bear can enough to really justify it, but it's worth it. The next one is my tent, a Pro Trail Lithium by Tarp Tent. It's super light, a little bit see-through. It's so see-through that I could even see stars the other night through the tent wall. It's good. It's light, sets up easy enough once you figure out what's going on. Oh, a deer. Let's see if we can chase this guy. Okay, back to the tent. I just couldn't find a consistent way to keep it taut. I know DCF doesn't stretch, but maybe it's the way that I staked it out. It just always seemed to sag a little bit after setting it up. But, still, the main benefit of it is it's flat, top and bottom, head and foot. I don't come close to touching the top or bottom, head or foot. And that's great. Most dome tents, I always end up with condensation on my head and feet because it kind of sags in the night and I end up getting a little wet. All right, the last one I can think of to review the Ultra Lone Peak 9 Plus. These have the Vibram tread. I picked them up direct from the Ultra website. Nice roomy toe box. Sticky as heck. Walking around on rocks, super confident. I think this is the same tread on the La Sportiva approach shoes I've got. I would definitely rather take these unless I was doing like light climbing in them. I mean, the toe box is way too far from the end of the toe for that to be remotely safe. Yeah, these are my favorite Ultras for a long time. The last pair I bought were like 3 or 4 generations ago, and I just couldn't quite get used to them. I've been using them, but I didn't like them. But these feel good. Just enough cushioning, not too much. Nice flat sole to them. I would keep wearing these. So I think I'm close enough to the end now to make a determination whether counterclockwise was a good way to go or not. I think the most popular way is, clockwise, because it's a little more gradual. I guess you would hit Glen Pass at day 3 instead of day 2 if you were doing it as a 4-day hike. You know, I kind of prefer to just get the altitude out of the way. Just go uphill, get it done. Then I had a nice 2.5 days, 2 days really of downhill. This section, I mean, it's not inconsequential. It's a lot of, you still got to do the uphill part. It's just slightly slower. But the reason I ended up doing it counterclockwise is that's what the permit came up, which not surprising since it's a little less popular. And that popped up, so I grabbed it. That's also the same reason why I ended up doing John Muir Trail North. That's the one that came up. I remember this. Now the bridge is out. I mean, it is out. So I'm gonna see if I can find a way across here without getting wet. It's no big deal, but I'd rather not have wet feet for 10 more miles. I found a way across, but put the camera down because that was not easy. This is the first time you can see down. This is Woods Creek. I'm looking down here, and where the canyon meets there is where I turned off to the counterclockwise direction. 7 miles left. Got a correction for accuracy there. I checked out where I am. This is the South Fork of the Kings River. I don't know where Wood Creek was. Clearly not this. It is a majestic river. And there is 5 miles to go till the junction out towards the car. Back at the cutoff for counterclockwise Bubs Creek versus clockwise. Here we go, our road's end, 2 miles. That is a race to the finish. I think there's 100 feet of elevation loss from here. Nice big trail, because there are a ton of day hikers on this. Woohoo, we're at the end. Well, almost to the car. Woohoo! Parents trusty Avalon still here. Thanks for sticking it out till the end. It was probably longer than we all hoped, but 4 days of hiking videos down to a short video was more difficult than I expected. Thanks for hanging in with my beginning editing and shooting and camera work that went everywhere, and hope you didn't get seasick from all of the walking. See you next time.